Hello everybody, greetings from the dojo. We'll be holding class here tonight. Hopefully it'll give you a little bit of a feeling of being here in the studio with us all together. We miss you terribly. We look forward to the day where we can all be back together. So yeah, this is Rocket One. If you haven't done it before, it's pretty simple. A lot of leg stretching, leg strengthening. We're going to do this together. All right, so let's go ahead and come up to stand. Taking a comfortable stance at the top of the mat, whatever that means to you. It can be feet hips width distance apart, or more like big toes touching. And just take a moment here, settling the eyes in their sockets, or drawing the gaze closed. Just check in with yourself. See how your body is feeling. You want to add a little wiggle around, a little bounce, a little head roll. And then check in, see how your breath is feeling. And then connecting the two with the mind, breath, body, all coming together. Take a big, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out, let everything go. Two more like that, big inhale in. And exhale, let it go. One more big inhale. And exhale, let everything release. Finding all four corners of your feet, rooting down into the ground. Lift the arches slightly up and feel the energy there travel up through the legs. Gentle lift of the quadriceps and pelvic floor, drawing the navel up and in towards the spine. Inhale, shoulders roll high towards the ears. Exhale, shoulders draw down the back. Bringing palms to heart center. If you'd like, you can stop here to set an intention for your practice. And if nothing comes to mind, don't worry about it, don't sweat it, don't push it, just let it be. We'll open our practice together with one round of Om. Inhale. Blinking the eyes open, we'll start to move Surya Namaskar. A, inhale, arms raise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Then bend the knees, plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga, low push. Inhale, upward facing dog, firm legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, in and out of the nose. Restricting the back of the throat to find Ujjayi Pranayama. That's that nice ocean breath that you hear. See if you can encourage your buddy that's practicing with you over the airwaves. A little bit deeper breaths. Know that this is your practice, your time on your mat. So if you need to adjust anything, if you need to omit anything, please feel free to do that. If you need child's pose, if you need to take it up, listen to your body, do that. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms, feet high. Exhale, hands by the side. Inhale, arms raised, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. And plant the hands. Step or hop back. If you hop back, hop to bent elbows. Lower halfway to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making your way to down dog. Look to the top of the mat. Bend the knees. Step or hop all the way up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, hands by the side. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Lower through chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And if you started to lose your breath here, come back to it. Know that that's your main focus. If you need to drop things out or add things in, as long as the breath is nice and strong, that's going to tell you what you need. Starting to make your way back to downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step or hop feet to meet to hands. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, hands by the side. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, head up. Plant the hands, step or hop up. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And if you need to move around in your down dog, maybe shifting the feet around, swaying the hips side to side, shaking the head, yes or no. Listen to your body, do that. On your next inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high, look up. Exhale, hands by the side. One more sane. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, dive. Inhale, look up. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Exhale, feet meet hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. And bend the knees. Inhale, up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Plant the hands, step or hop up. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot steps forward, back heel spins down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, back heel spins down. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Good, everybody's got coming on up here. Hi, Mary. Making your way back to down dog if you found another shape. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step or hop all the way up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, up to stand. Sweep the hands low. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot steps forward, back heel spins down, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep the elbows hugged in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath here. If you found another shape, find down dog. We've got one more to go. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step or hop up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, up to stand. One more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga, low push-up. Again, keep the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Really broaden the collarbone. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, back heel spirals down. Let the gaze follow the hands up. Exhale, gaze follows the hands down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward, back heel spins down. Gaze follows the hands up. Exhale, gaze follows the hands down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Making your way back to down dog. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step or hop all the way up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. We'll hold here. So in our chair pose, sinking the weight down, try to lift the navel up and in. We want to take like the sassy back out, turn it into this nice flat back. Relax the shoulders down. Interlace the fingers, palms press away. Heart drops parallel to the mat. Stay deep in your squat here. Try to flatten out the back. If you want more, rise up to the toes. For 3, 2, 1. Palms to the mat, knees wide, crow pose. So we're going to take the hands, shoulder width distance apart, knees onto the backs of the triceps. Rock forward, keep looking forward. And maybe the feet get light. Maybe you alternate lifting feet. Maybe you lift both feet up. Keep looking forward. Remember, if you look down, that's where you'll end up. So keep looking forward. Use the strength of the upper back, really pressing up. You got this for 2 and 1. Either kick it back or step it back. Take it back through vinyasa. We'll meet together in down dog. When you find down dog, right foot steps forward, back heel spins down. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. And check it in, you want both hip points square to the front of the mat. Try to pull the right hip back as you press the left hip forward, ribs knit in. On your next exhale, open out, warrior two, toe heel the feet away from one another. Give yourself plenty of space from your front foot to your back foot. Arms reach strong, gaze over the middle finger. And see what happens, drop it a little lower. On your next inhale, straighten the right leg. Maybe shorten the stance a little bit. Right hand reaches forward. Then let the right hand drop, shin or ankle, left hand reaches up. Right here, sometimes we have this tendency to really pull up through our upper ribs. Try to soften them down. Equal amounts of stretch in the right and left side body. On your next exhale, left hand comes down. Toe heel the right foot over, back foot steps up a little bit. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Plant the left hand. Right hand either comes to the hip or up to the ceiling. If you feel like your right shoulder's hanging out down low, just stay here. If you're pregnant, definitely stay there. You don't want to do the closed twist. It puts a lot of stress unnecessarily on your abdomen. See if you can expand out a little bit more through the collarbone. On your next exhale, sweep the right arm through, drop elbow to knee or palm to mat, extended side angle. Sweeping the left hand to the top of the mat, one long line of energy from your back foot to your top fingertips. Draw the top shoulder down. And breathe. On your next exhale, drop the hands down inside your right foot. Toe heel the right foot over. You can stay up here on the hands or drop the back knee down for lizard lunge. It's going to be a little bit more of a back bend, staying up on the hands. You can drop left forearm, then right forearm coming down. Remember, keep reaching the heart forward, gaze forward. Making our way back up to the hands if you lower down. Plant the left palm, bend the left knee, right arm sweeps up and back. See if you can catch the foot back there. If you're having trouble catching it, slide the back knee in, you can reach back, find the foot, and then open up. You want a little more, you can turn the toes of the right foot out, opening up the right leg. You can kick or pull here with the back foot. Pulling is going to be a little bit more of a quad stretch. Kicking is going to be a little bit more of a twist. When you're ready, release the back foot. Take the hands down, take it back through vinyasa, and meet together in downward facing dog. When you find down dog, go ahead and drop the knees down to the mat. And take a few breaths here in child's pose or puppy pose. Up to you which one. Wherever you are, working on dropping the heart down towards the ground, making it an active shoulder stretch, so reaching the hands far away from you. If you want to work puppy, start to walk the hands forward, hips stack on top of the knees, chest still drops down. You can take the chin or the forehead to mat. Making your way back up. We're going to set up dolphin here. If you already know you like to work forearm stand and you work it at the wall, feel free to either turn to it or back up to it like we talked about in class last week. So bringing the forearms down parallel with one another, palms face up, flip the hands over. Curl the toes under, send the hips up. Just like down dog, but on your forearms. Keep pressing the elbows down. Then maybe you want a little bit more. Walking the feet towards the elbows, but still keep pressing the elbows down. See, when the shoulders come forward, we want to avoid that by continuing to press up out of the shoulders. Maybe you want a little bit more, lifting one foot, or alternating lifting feet here. If you're thinking about inverting, just a little tiny hop will do it. You can lift the foot, hop, hop. You can even watch that back foot. Just making sure you're hopping maybe an inch, 2 inches off the ground. Not a foot, not 2 feet or 3 feet, tumble over. So just remember, a little bit will do it. When you're ready, give yourself a couple breaths uninverted here, child's pose, hero pose, just something to come back to your breath. If you'd like a little sip of water, some hydration, that can be good. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. We have a left side to do. So from down dog, left foot steps forward, back heel spins down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Again, you can work arms that work for you here. Pressing the right hip forward, pulling the left hip back. Relax the shoulders. Now nice and grounded in the lower half of the body. Really light in the upper half of the body. On your next exhale, open up warrior two. Again, toe heel the feet away from one another. Front toes facing the front of the mat, back toes side of the mat. Make sure the gaze is going over the left middle finger. Next couple breaths, see what it feels like. Take it a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, straighten the left leg. Maybe shorten the stance, left hand forward, right hip back. Let the left hand drop, right hand reaches up to the ceiling. Again, soften the top ribs, but let that top hand really lift you up, keeping the ribs soft. So this bottom hand, not doing too much. And lean back a little bit into the pose. On your next exhale, right hand comes down, toe heel the left foot over towards the left side of the mat, back foot steps up a little bit. Inhale, lengthen the spine, plant the right palm or grab a book or some blocks, left hand to left hip. Find the rotation first here, then as that feels good, left hand can reach up. If you, again, feel this kind of rotation, stay there. It's really nice to be able to film yourself in this pose too. As we twist, we kind of get all like discombobulated, like, where am I? So when you actually see what you're doing, it's very helpful. On your next exhale, sweep the left arm through, drop elbow to knee or palm to mat, extended side angle. Moving the back foot back, right hand top of the mat. Lug the top shoulder down. And use the leverage of that bottom arm to open up. On your next exhale, bring the hands down inside the left foot. Toe heel it over, back heel spins up. And again, you can stay up. You can drop the back knee down. Or maybe you start to come to forearms for lizard lunge. Keep the chest reaching forward. Making your way back up to the palms. Plant the right palm, bend the right knee. Left arm sweeps up and back. See if you can find the foot. And again, you can either pull the foot in or kick into the hand. You want a little bit more in the left hip, turning onto the pinky side edge of your left foot, opening it out. On your next exhale, release it out. Take it back through vinyasa. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. All right. Bringing the knees down to the mat, round 2. Dolphin or forearm stand. That same, drawing the forearms down onto the ground. If you were thinking about maybe starting to go up to the wall, make sure you don't have a window behind you. Windows aren't good to go up to. So, one of my favorite ways to go up as you're getting started, you kind of cozy back up to the wall. So your feet are kind of grazing along. Bringing the forearms down, curl the toes under, hips up. Take one foot behind one hip, the other foot behind the other hip, and maybe you send a foot up. Keep pressing into the arms. Now we were just working, getting the hips on top of the shoulders. The first time, maybe grab somebody just to help guide you. Make sure you're not kicking off the wall. Keep the foot firmly planted on the wall. You'll know and you'll feel when it gets light, you're ready. If it feels heavy, like it's attached, glued to the wall, stay where you are. Keep practicing. None of this happens overnight. Couple more breaths. And coming down. Give yourself a couple breaths again, uninverted. We'll make our way back to downward facing dog. From down dog, walk the hands back to meet the feet. Feet are hips width distance at the back of the mat. These fingers scoop up the big toes. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold forward. If you need to keep the back straight, take a nice bend in the knees. Let the torso be supported by the thighs. Head is heavy here. On the next inhale, half lift. Slide the palms underneath the feet, toes to wrist creases. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold in. Same deal applies. You can bend the knees here. Try to draw the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe a little weight forward into the toes. The difference, heels to toes. Heels to toes. When it's in the toes, it makes it a lot easier to fold forward, opening up the hamstrings. On your next inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Press the toes down, heels high, hands reach up high. Think about a string in between your thighs, knees, and ankles, pulling in tight, lifting you up a little higher. Tiptoe your way to the front of the mat. Coming on down, hands to hips, step the right foot, pivot to face the side of your mat. Big toes are in a little bit, heels out. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Release the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk the hands back. And again, finding a little weight coming to the toes. Keeping the shoulders drawn down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, lift all the way out to stand, arms reach high. Be positioned, taking either opposite elbows or reverse namaste behind the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And since we don't have our hands here, we have to use our bandhas, our internal locks, to really pull us in. So lifting up on the pelvic floor, drawing the navel in towards the spine, and drawing the chin up towards the chest. See if you can look to see the ceiling behind you. On your next inhale, lift all the way back up to stand, arms reach high. C position, interlace the fingers behind the back, open the chest up, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, arms reach high, last one. D position, exhale, hinge flat back and fold. These fingers scoop up the big toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and lift up onto the big toes. Inhale, half lift, bring hands underneath the shoulders. We have three options here. Frog, straddle split, or straddle up to handstand. So I'll start in frog, dropping the knees down onto the mat, checking back, hips are in line with the knees are in line with the toes, and the toes are flexed out. You can stay up on the palms, or you can lower down to forearms. Straddle splits, same situation, legs are out straight. Straddle handstand, again, same situation, legs go up, hands are on the floor. Bring the hands back up underneath the shoulders. Walk them over to frame around your right leg, face the back of your mat. Left knee down, right leg out straight for half splits, fanning the toes back towards you, softening the chest down. If you want more, you can slide right foot forward, left foot back to find splits. Wherever you are, use your breath here. If you're holding your breath, it makes it a little bit more difficult for your muscles to release and let you into the pose. All right, walking the hands back over to frame around the left leg, face the front of your mat. Right knee down, left leg out straight for half splits, again fanning the toes, softening the back, or we move left foot forward, right leg back into splits. Drop your seat down to the side of the mat. The legs come out wide in a V. Bring the hands back behind the hips. Press the chest forward. If this is really hard and you find your back like rounding from the get-go, maybe grab a pillow or a couch cushion or a book or something and sit on it. That'll help you tilt the pelvis forward. What we're working here, pelvis tilt forward, almost like butt lifting up, yeah? If that feels good, then start to zigzag your shoulders side to side. And maybe you find your way coming all the way down to the ground. If you find your back start to round, come back up, reset, press the heart forward, and work from there. Inhale, lift your way back up. Right hand reaches up high. Take it over towards your left foot. You can keep the hand reaching to the ceiling, or you can find the foot. Maybe you grab the foot, but don't worry about, that's not the end goal of the pose, is to get the foot. Keeping length in the right side body is where it's at. Inhale your way back up. Switch out the grip of the hands. Take it over to the right. Roll the left shoulder back. Inhale your way back up. Let the hands frame around your right leg, face the back of your mat. So 2 options here. You can do the Mula Bandha checkups, pressing into the ground, lifting everything, or maybe just like a foot or your bum, something off the mat, or we can pick the right foot up. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Set it down. Hands frame around the left leg, face the front of your mat. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, press up. We'll hold for 5, 4, maybe everything's lifting. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Spin to the top of the mat. Cross the ankles. We'll take it back through vinyasa and meet together in downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, step or hop all the way up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. Then we'll either take opposite elbows or reverse namaste behind the back. Step your right foot, pivot to face the wall behind you. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over your right thigh. Inhale your way back up. Pivot to face the front of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over the left thigh. As we fold here, we really want to think about twisting just a little bit so we can let the navel and sternum track down the thigh. There's a tendency here to let the hips shift out of place. Try to keep everything even, hips even amount of weight in the front foot and back foot. When you're ready, inhale, lift all the way back up to stand. Back foot steps up to meet the front, Samasthiti. All right, shifting the weight over into your left foot. Right hand either comes into right knee or peace fingers grabs big toe. You can stop here or straighten the leg out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg opens out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg comes back forward. Release the foot, elbows back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Shift the weight back over into your right foot. Either left hand to left knee or peace fingers find big toe. Maybe you straighten the leg out. Roll the left shoulder back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg opens for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes back forward. Release the foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake it up. Shifting the weight back over into your left foot. Right foot can come into tree, below or above the knee. You can take it into figure 4. This is my personal favorite. It's kind of like a little bit of a standing pigeon. You get a nice hip opening in the right hip. Or if you practice half lotus, drawing the right heel up, let the knee rotate down. Maybe you half bind. If you're in figure 4 or in tree, you can keep hands at heart center. You can reach the hands up. Get creative with it. Round down to press back up. Release the right leg out. Set it down. Find all 4 corners of your right foot grounding down. Left foot can come into tree below or above, but never pressing on the knee. Figure 4 or half lotus. You can take hands to heart center. Maybe you're lifting arms up. Maybe you want to do something a little different on this side. You're doing great. Keep it up. Press through the feet, rise all the way back up. Let it go. Step to the top of the mat, take it back to vinyasa. From down dog, look to the top of the mat, hop through to seated. Both legs come out in front for Dandasana, staff pose. Hands press down, feet flex, chin to chest, gaze is at your big toes. So it's basically like the best posture you've ever had. On your next inhale, peace fingers reach forward for the big toes, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold in. Try to keep the spine long, heart reaching towards the toes, shoulders down. On your next inhale, half lift. If you have a deeper hand variation, you can take that here and hands over top of the pinky side edges of the feet or binding beyond. If this again is difficult, hands to shins, great place to be. Even hands by the side, pressing the chest forward, really nice. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Cross the ankles, take it back through vinyasa. We're going to come back through to seated. So if you want to skip vinyasa and hang out seated with me, totally cool. You can also add in a little extra bit of core work here. You can add in like a 3-second handstand, whatever's working for you. But we're going to come back through to seated. Both legs out in front for either reverse tabletop or Purvottanasana. Hands come back behind the hips. If you're taking Purvottanasana, legs are out straight. Reverse tabletop, feet are on the mat. On an inhale, press the feet up. Maybe the gaze drops back if it feels okay on the neck. If you're in Purvottanasana, keep the feet pressing down. On your next exhale, set the hips down. Cross the ankles, take it back through vinyasa. We'll meet together in down dog. From down dog, come in through to seated. Left leg out in front. Your right foot tucks back to your right glute. Roll the right calf out of the way. Hinge forward over the left thigh. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. There's many variations you can take here. Anywhere from a vinyasa to a one-leg headstand to a one-leg crow. Find the option that works best for you today. Maybe that option is just switching your legs out. When you're ready, coming through to seated, right leg out in front, left foot tucks back. Roll the left calf out of the way. Try to drop that hip down. Slight twist to your right leg. Inhale, find some length. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Again, many options. Vinyasa, tripod headstand, funky one leg crow. Maybe you're like, what the what? Keep coming to class. We're gonna break this down on class on Wednesday. When you're ready, coming back through to seated. Left leg out in front, right foot tucks inside the left thigh. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Then take the thumb down, grab pinky side edge of the foot or calf, then let the left arm cross over top. Inhale, lengthen out, and exhale, fold in. We're working to draw the right rib cage down. There's a tendency here to kind of let it poke up. Try to square off a little bit. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Draw the sole of the right foot onto the mat, right hand behind the right hip. Inhale, left arm up. Then exhale, find your twist. You can hug the knee. You can bring the left elbow to the outside of the knee. Wherever you are, keep your left foot awake. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release, cross the ankles, take it back through vinyasa. We'll meet together, coming through to seated when you're ready. When you make your way through to seated, right leg out in front, left foot tucks inside the right thigh. Inhale, left arm up. Then take the hand down, grab calf, forefoot. Right arm crosses over top. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, sole of the left foot comes onto the mat in line with the left sitting bone. Left hand behind the left hip. Inhale, right arm up high. And exhale, find your twist. Again, you can hug the knee, or you can take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. See if you can look over your left shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release, cross the ankles, take it back through vinyasa. All right, we're coming back through to seated one more time for Navasana. So you can take Navasana with the knees bent. You can take legs straight. You can grab behind the legs, reach the hands out, whatever's working for you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, lift up and down, back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, pick up and down. One more for 5, 4, 3, don't get lazy, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles, take it back through vinyasa. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. From down dog, we're going to come back through to seated, then roll onto the back. We'll take a couple back bends here, 3 back bends today. If you're hanging with me, bridge, wheel, and yogi's choice. They're all always yogi's choice. So hands are by the sides if you're following along in bridge. On an inhale, press the palms down, feet down, hips up. Couple of options here. You can take the hands onto the hips. You can walk the shoulder heads underneath the torso and interlace the fingers, or you can just hang out. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed in all 4 corners of the feet. And see if you can relax the glutes. And slowly, gently lower down. Give your body a moment to reset here. Whatever that means to you, you may like a knees into the chest or a happy baby or a little roll around. They're all good options. Everybody's going to reset a little bit differently. All right, Round 2, hands either by the sides or over the shoulders, bridge or wheel. On an inhale, press the palms down, feet down, hips up. And find all 4 corners of the hands and feet rounding down. See if you can press your chest towards the wall behind you. Then tuck the chin, gently lower down. Give your body a moment to reset here. All right, last back bend, whatever that means to you. If you want to take something like a camel, if you like to work a little bit of wall walks or anything a little bit more funky, if you're done back bending today too, I get that. Just hang out where you are. When you're ready, on an inhale, go where you need to go today for your practice. And when you're ready, come on down, slowly tucking the chin, rolling down onto the back. Once you get onto the back, take the hands onto the knees and draw circles with the knees to one direction. Then reverse your circles, just gently massaging on the sacrum, on the abdominals. Then find center, hug the right knee in, straighten the left arm out, and switch. And switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. Hug both knees in. Then draw the soles of the feet onto the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left knee, pop the hips to the right, then let the legs drop to the left. You can hang out here, arms to a T or cactus. Maybe you want to press down into your left elbow so you can slide the ribs a little bit over to the left, letting you tuck your right shoulder underneath you. And bring the legs back up to center. Hop the hips to neutral. Uncross, recross, left ankle over the right knee. Hips hop to the left. Let the legs drop to the right. And again, maybe you take your right elbow down so you can bring your ribs over to the right a little bit. It allows you to pull the left shoulder underneath the torso. And gaze can be wherever works for you. Maybe it's at the ceiling, the right, or maybe you're continuing the spinal rotation looking at the left hand. And bring the legs back up to center. Hop the hips to neutral. Bring the knees to chest. Rock forward and backward. Up through your vinyasa. From down dog, coming through to seated and rolling onto the back. And from here, we'll take either peace fingers around the big right toe, or you can grab the right ankle. I like to start with my left foot on the mat and then work the leg long. Drawing the chin up towards the shin. Exhale the head down. Right leg opens to the side of the mat. And if it's available, you can take the gaze over to the left. I like to take my left hand and keep it on my left hip to keep everything grounded down there.
Sometimes it like kind of rolls over. Just work to ground down. Right leg comes back up. Pick up one more time. Exhale the head. Release the leg out. Bring in the sole of the right foot on the mat. Either taking peace fingers around the big left toe, or you can grab the calf. Then from there, maybe you work to straighten the legs out. Now, if that puts unnecessary strain in the low back, keep the foot on the mat. And crunch up. On your next exhale, lower the head down. Inhale, right leg, left leg opens. If it's available, you can take your gaze over your right shoulder if that feels okay. And bring the leg back up, crunch up. And exhale the head down. Release the leg out. All right. We're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Catch pinky side edges of the feet. A little happy baby. Rocking side to side if that suits you. Try to let the entire spine imprint long down on the mat. Sometimes the tailbone wants to lift up, rounding. Try to keep the spine flat. And draw the knees in towards the chest. Rock forward and backward up through one last vinyasa. We'll set up one inversion and then we'll slide into Shavasana. So whether you take legs up the wall, you can just recline back and put the feet in the air, or if you have a block, you can put the block underneath your sacrum. You can take a shoulder stand, you can take a headstand, or a handstand. Anything that's working for you. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. We'll make our way back down onto the back. When you get there onto the back, bring the knees in towards the chest, forehead tight in towards the knees. Squeeze everything really tight and breathe really fast for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side out, let it go for Shavasana. And if you'd like to spend a little bit more time here in Shavasana tonight, please feel free to do so. It's really important to give ourselves the time, space, and energy that we need to restore, to reflect on all the craziness that's going on right now. Keep hanging in there. Know that you're not alone in this, whether it might feel like it with isolation. Just know you're not alone. You can always reach out to any of us here at the dojo at any time. Thank you so much for coming out to practice tonight. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.